Indian police have arrested 12 company officials over a gas leak at an LG Polymers chemical plant that killed 12 people. The company's CEO and 2 directors are among those detained. All 12 are accused of causing death by negligence. A case of culpable homicide has been filed against the South Korean company. Toxic styrene gas leaked from the plant in May in the city of Visakhapatnam, choking many people as they slept. Thousands had to be evacuated and hundreds more admitted to hospital. A government-linked committee has recommended that the plant be moved away from residential areas.
And Rebecca Bundan has the latest from Mumbai. So, Rebecca, what more do we know about the charges faced by LG Polymers?
After the terrible incident took place in May, there was this case of culpable homicide that was filed. And after that, there was an investigation that was conducted by a government-appointed committee. Now, the findings of that investigation did have accused the company of negligence, and that's why these 12 employees have been arrested, including 2 South Korean nationals who were actually told not to leave the country after this incident took place, and that includes the CEO of the company as well. So in India, so that's what we've seen emerge this week as those findings came through from that investigation, which talked about the poor safety standards that were in place at the plant. It actually gave a long list of reasons behind the incident, where there was this gas leak of styrene gas from the plant as the storage tank actually overheated. It was actually 6 times the recommended temperature limit, apparently, and its reasons included that there weren't actually warning systems that were in place, and then also that there was a sort of poor design of the storage tank, and that there wasn't the necessary maintenance that was carried out, and red flags that were also ignored. So these were among the factors that it listed. The committee also recommended that the plant be moved away from an area where there were so many people living. This has been one of the questions that has emerged following that incident. Why was such a plant actually even built near an area where there were so many residents in the villages around this plant? So that's really another major concern that's now being questioned in this incident.
India has a tragic history, Rebecca, of gas leaks. Are there measures taken to ensure that such incidents won't happen again?
So there are a number of safety measures that are in place for such chemical plants, but it seems that in this case the investigation seems to have found that a lot of those measures were actually ignored in this case. So there have even been a couple of state government officials that have been suspended in connection with this, and also accused of negligence. And India does tragically have that history of gas leaks, and most notably in Bhopal in central India in 1984. Thousands of people were killed in what has been described as the worst industrial accident ever. Even more recently, though, in Visakhapatnam, which is where this gas leak at the LG Polymers plant took place, that in the same area, there was a gas leak last month at another pharmaceutical plant, and a couple of people were killed in that instance. So even though there are safety standards, there are calls for a lot more to be put in place, a lot more laws to be enforced, and for the necessary enforcement of safety standards. One federation has actually said that since May there have been more than 30 industrial accidents that have taken place in India. And it's been calling for much tighter laws to try to prevent any such future incidents.
All right, many thanks for that update. Rebecca Bundan speaking to us from Mumbai.